rounds of boxing for the Ring Magazine and universally recognized undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. And it's all brought to you by special thanks to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority and Saudi Boxing Federation, Turki Al-Rashid. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Dallas Holland, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Standing room only crowd here at Allegiant Stadium, and for the millions watching the blue corner, the challenger, wearing black with khaki and red, official weight 167.5 pounds. His professional record is a perfect one. 41 fights, 41 victories, 31 big wins by knockout from Omaha, Nebraska, USA. He's a four-time, four-division, two-time undisputed world champion, presenting the former lightweight world champion, former undisputed super lightweight world champion, former undisputed welterweight champion of the world, and the current reigning super welterweight world champion, the undefeated Terrence Crawford. And fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and gold, officially weighing in at 167.5 pounds. In 67 professional fights, he has 63 victories, including 39 wins by knockout. Only 2 defeats with 2 draws. He's the 4-time four-division world champion, the former super welterweight world champion, former middleweight world champion,
Now this generation will say, I don't care who you bring. That's the best guy I've seen.
Well, in terms of the extent to which size may matter in this fight, Max Kellerman, you and others believe we will get that answer in short order as we begin round 1 of the super fight for the undisputed super middleweight title. Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. Crawford opens out of that southpaw stance.
Crawford is a 17-year pro, 41 fights, but he's still going to have to adjust to this atmosphere, to this moment, and the reality that he's facing Canelo Alvarez in that ring tonight.
And the force of the punches, that's what I'm looking for early. How does Crawford react to the force of Canelo Alvarez's punches, especially to the body?
Canelo looks slightly bigger than Terrence, but that's not the tell-all. The tell-all is when they clinch. The tell-all is when those punches get thrown, and to your point, when they start to land.
Crawford had knocked out 11 straight foes before going the distance with Madrimov back in August of 2024.
Madrimov was the biggest opponent he's faced as a pro, and it seemed largely because of the size his most difficult. And that was 2 divisions south of here.
A lot of boxing experts felt as though Alvarez needed to be on the pressure early. Crawford at times has been a slow starter, sometimes by design.
Alvarez is a master at his body position and taking ground and making the ring small, subtly and quickly in fights in that first round. And you see him doing that right here. He's just slowly taking ground, and he's forcing Crawford to give up ground. That can unnerve an opponent over time. That can train an opponent. Answers that tonight.
As is often the case on this level, you're dealing with 2 of the highest boxing IQs in the game, very fast processors, and they are studying each other right now. Big right hand from Canelo blocked.
Body shot got through for Alvarez.
Two good shots for Alvarez.
First two real punches of the fight.
That angle for me, that right may have been blocked.
By the way, the two first clean punches of the fight for Crawford.
Crawford shakes off that right hand offering of Alvarez, who now changes his level. Under a minute to go here, round one.
Everything Canelo's thrown so far, it's been with force, but it's been blocked.
That attempt also blocked by Crawford.
The way Canelo throws, you better block those. That one landed, left hook to the body.
Good shot from Canelo. Crawford can't give up too many of those.
That's where you find out, is Crawford big enough? Can he take those kind of shots?
Over time.
Over time.
Hey.
Perfect. Give me that little bit more. 2-1 every once in a while. A little more. That's working so good.
Hey. Use your leg face a little bit when you're trying to get close to him with that jab. Okay. See if he'll bite it. All right? But make sure when you throw your jab, throw it to the hand. Throw it to his hand. And see if you're close enough to throw the double jab. All right? You get him on that angle.
Crawford's coming behind the triple jab, landed a nice clean shot on the ear and the side of the chin of Canelo. One single shot from Crawford. Didn't hurt Canelo, but Crawford needs to land those kind of shots to get in a lather and get in a rhythm.
And the other punch did not land, but it forced Canelo's glove into his head, which made it look like it landed. The right hand. Did you like that clean left from Crawford? Did you like the left hook to the body and the greater activity from Canelo?
And you might have heard Bomac Ryan McIntyre looking for Crawford to employ a few more feints here early round two.
He needs to not only employ feints, but the jab. Bomac asked for the jab, and he has to continue to do that to try to keep Canelo at bay, though Canelo is a great counterpuncher, but it also helps Crawford get into a rhythm. But that shot right there that Canelo landed, and he's landed it in the first round, is a shot he uses often with southpaws. He doesn't throw the punch where they necessarily are, but where he thinks they're going to be. It may not look hard, but it's a hard shot, and Crawford has to find a way to not give up too many of them.
And Crawford has landed cleanly and has reddened Canelo's face this round, but I think more importantly, he has to make Canelo believe that he's fighting a real super middleweight, that he's fighting another guy his size.
Nice slip there by Crawford, getting off the center line.
Canelo is not a jabber. It's not something he does very often. His gift is pressuring with feet and cutting off the ring, like we talked about in the first round, and making that ring seem a lot smaller than it actually is. And you see him doing this right here.
Partial land to the body by Alvarez. Under 2 minutes here, round two.
Crawford not only has to do something, even when he's not. It keeps the harder puncher off balance, keeps him thinking, and allows Crawford to land shots that may not be knockout shots, but shots that get respect and build points.
Crawford's doing some good work. But now the question is, if and when Canelo lands cleanly upstairs, what happens? Because that has not happened yet. And he is a big, strong super middleweight.
Canelo looks a lot different tonight than he did yesterday at the weigh-in.
Rehydrated. There was no rehydration clause, by the way. Canelo can weigh whatever he wants tonight. After making weight yesterday morning.
And Crawford seemed none too concerned with that.
The last 2 or 3 years, good shot right there from Canelo. But the inactivity or the rust has not shown. It looks like Crawford is fresh, and that he might have needed that rest, at least at his age. He'll be 38 right after this fight.
He doesn't look like a rusty fighter so far.
Yeah, much was made of that angle. Also the angle that Alvarez had fought 520 rounds as a pro to 245 for Crawford.
What you do notice, he also doesn't look so much smaller than Canelo, really. At least the effect hasn't shown up in the ring. But you do notice Crawford is doing the better boxing so far. Not by a lot, but by some. But the effect, the punches' effect on Canelo is not like the punches' effect on lighter weight fighters through 2.5 rounds.
And in these moments right here, these last 30, 40 seconds, even though Crawford is landing some shots, Canelo's trying to send a message to Crawford with the punches he's throwing and the pressure he's applying. So far, Crawford hasn't gotten the memo.
You might have seen Skipper Kelp's unofficial scorecard, gave Crawford rounds 1 and 2.
I could see it. I thought the first could have gone either way. I could see giving the second to Crawford.
Good body shot right there from Canelo. A signature lead left hook to the body.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Canelo Alvarez. Skipper Kelp, talk to us.
Right now, Crawford's just doing a better job of managing the distance of the fight. He's where he wants to be right now.
Good point.
Crawford got that right hand in the way of that body shot from Alvarez. Both guys landing below 20% here early on.
You study Canelo Alvarez, you got to know that he'll have 3 or 4 times a round where he presses. You can sense it, you can see it in his body language, but then he needs to rest. So Crawford is trying to press and stand his ground more when Canelo wants to rest, which is what you see right now.
Which breaks Canelo's forward momentum. Can't get ahead of steam going.
That's the most responsible time to build up points if you're Crawford, is when Canelo wants to rest.
Good response by Crawford after Alvarez touched the body.
Yeah, we know that Crawford is the sharper boxer. What we haven't seen yet is what happens if and when Canelo lands something hard upstairs.
Good shot from Canelo.
Canelo likes to change levels. So far, the hard shots have been all downstairs, but it's not going to be that way all night.
Some useful body work from Canelo Alvarez in round 3.
Beautiful. Hey. Keep touching it. Keep touching it. Upstairs and downstairs. What you're doing is you're setting a trap for him because you know he's gonna try to come with that wild shit. All right. But it's a touch. Soon as he look like he get ready to go, maybe get low and then go. Catch and go.
You get frustrated because you're making him miss.
Cerrado, ya te leyó ese gancho.
Very close, and let's listen. You have to move your hips a little bit and right over. You're really in close distance. You need to work your shoulders when they come back. Always listen. He's coming back. He's not coming back as quick as usual, but he's coming back right now. Keep it coming.
Irvin Magic Johnson was not going to miss being front row for Canelo versus Crawford. Here we go, just like that, round 4 of a possible 12.
So far, however you have it scored, and I suspect it's something like 2-1 Crawford. Skipper Kelp may have it 3-0 because he gave the first to Crawford, which Crawford may have won with the only clean shot of the round. So far, Crawford is fighting his fight, and he has neutralized Canelo's offense.
Those counters are very, very important. You want to get your respect? That's how you do it.
Those were hard shots upstairs that seemed to bother Canelo and enrage him.
Alvarez presses forward, but he got touched on the way out by Crawford.
On the one hand, if you're Crawford, good. Canelo lose control. On the other hand, if he turns it into a kind of hunt-you-down fight, maybe that makes Canelo more dangerous at the size. That was the first real bad intention shot that partially landed upstairs.
Now that was a good shot right there. That right on the button from Canelo Alvarez, and Terence Crawford took it away.
He took it well. That's what I've been waiting to see.
Right up the guard now for Crawford. shortly after Canelo had landed his most consequential strike of the fight and landed a right hand there.
Crawford's got to make that adjustment. Canelo seems to be able to land that right hand, the overhand right and the straight right as often as he wants to.
Well, I feel like Crawford's catching it mostly with his glove, Andre.
But you don't have to land clean to inflict damage.
That's right.
It's not something you want to give a guy like Canelo early in this fight.
And then Canelo just hit him hard in the chest with that right hand. And that's the first real clean, hard power shot upstairs that landed cleanly for Canelo.
Alvarez starting to open up here. 1 minute to go in round 4.
Good moments from Canelo. Downstairs, upstairs, good counter, but Canelo's getting in a bit of a groove right here.
When Canelo got his dander up, he started becoming more effective as an aggressive fighter. Can Crawford convince him not to be so aggressive with some counter shots?
That's a significant left hook from Crawford there a moment ago. Follows it up with a jab now.
Side-to-side movement from Crawford, nothing fancy. Fundamental boxing just to keep Canelo Alvarez just off balance, just enough.
Listen for the bell.
Alvarez commits to the right hand and lands.
How you feel? Good. All right. Hey.
See the exchange from both fighters. That left hook that Canelo's been landing. Uppercut from Terence Crawford. A 2-3 piece from Terence Crawford. Letting Canelo know you cannot reach for me without me trying to teach you a lesson. And that was the best punch of the fight thus far. Crawford took it well, but Canelo's starting to find a home for the right hand as Terence Crawford is in the southpaw stance.
2 clean right hands upstairs from Canelo, particularly the first one. Crawford took him well.
Acórrálalo ya cuando tengas que darle con dos. Trata de ya de no buscar tanto esta. Don't try this much with the body. You have to go with the angle a little higher.
WWE superstar Logan Paul. Not necessarily the crowd favorite here, but they will uptick for Iron Mike Tyson. All right, so Crawford's good work largely in round 4 was done early. Canelo's late. Round 5 has arrived.
A hell of a fight so far, contested at the highest possible level. Not a war, but a high-level chess match where punches are being thrown with bad intentions.
I believe this fight is going to get a lot more violent as it progresses, these mid and late rounds.
A lot of pundits were expectant that Crawford would fight predominantly out of the southpaw stance. That's exactly what he has done.
He seems to be more comfortable in his biggest moments in that left-handed stance. At least these last 5 or 6 years, you see him predominantly good right hand from Canelo fighting that left-handed stance almost exclusively.
Canelo doing some very good boxing in this round from the outside.
Again, Canelo doesn't jab, and he's able to still land punches. Imagine if he did come behind the jab. I think he's learned how to not be a jabber, but have right foot position to get the shot that he wants.
And that means, well, there was a jab, but everything comes hard from Canelo.
Both fighters just missed some very dangerous shots.
Crowd trying to get behind the Mexican superstar. You may have seen Skipper Kelp as yet hasn't found a round for Canelo Alvarez through 4.
Might find this one if it keeps up like this. He's keeping Crawford's hands largely at home by staying busy, head and body.
Good counter jab there from Crawford.
Well, here looks like the break that you talked about, Andre, where Canelo's trying to rest. This seems like Crawford's opportunity to steal some of the momentum in this round.
But I think Crawford believes that Canelo's baiting him, so he doesn't want to take that chance.
Round 5 historically, for whatever it's worth, has not been kind to Canelo Alvarez. Under a minute to go here in the 5th.
Been a pretty good round 5 tonight.
Tonight it has been. Oh, beautiful body shot by Alvarez. shot gets through. Head shot was blocked by Crawford.
Crawford on his bike there.
Alvarez stalking. Thomas Taylor hasn't had to break up much tonight.
You knew there had to be at least one of those.
Yeah.
If I'm the bigger man, been in the weight class, I gotta pick you up at least one time.
Does Crawford respond in kind?
Let's go. Listen, everything okay. Everything okay. Listen, you have to win round by round, right?
Sí. Nomás regréseme rápido la guardia, amigo.
Please come back to the guard as soon as possible. When you ever hit him in short distance, you cannot forgive him. You have to inflict damages, okay? Just like we did. And come back as soon as you possibly do it. And you have to protect him.
All right. Great.
Don't go with the pain.
Yeah, he's trying to get underneath you. You see that?
You good. Keep coming. Take him back. Keep it yourself. Good work.
Former heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder with us here in Las Vegas.
Something changed in that 5th round. It went from a fight, however you scored the first 4 exactly, it went from a fight where basically Crawford was outboxing to Canelo to a fight in the 5th round where basically Canelo was overwhelming Crawford's defense with volume. And here Crawford seems to be trying to take the play back.
I don't think Crawford liked that last round. I call both of these fighters puncher boxers.
Good left hand from Crawford. That's the kind of left hand that really hurt Errol Spence on his way in.
Crawford really doesn't want to be moving as much as he does. It's not his forte. He knows he has to do that tonight, but he's trying to take advantage of moments where he can get off and be his normal self, and we just saw that a few seconds ago.
Slick uppercut a moment ago by Crawford, and some appreciable swelling around the right eye of Alvarez.
Best punch of the fight so far, I think, was the left hand from Crawford that caught Alvarez coming in and kind of doubled the impact. And you can see the redness around Canelo's right eye.
Crawford started to showboat a little bit, cracking that wry smile.
Even that left hook that Terence Crawford just caught a few seconds ago, that shot has a lot of power on it, and it oftentimes spooks and scares opponents for Canelo, which makes them keep their hands at home and not throw punches. It's not the case with Terence Crawford tonight.
Crawford has not really gone to the body in this fight, which shows the respect he has, I think, for Canelo's power and counterpunching.
Doesn't want to make the mistake and get caught reaching.
And it's all right. You did lean back. Hey, stop. You did lean back, opening it up. Just keep them up. We're good. Go.
Right call by the ref.
Crawford looks to be a lot more comfortable, Max, to your point, in this round than he did in the 5th.
He made a statement to start this round because he knew he had to break Canelo's forward momentum.
And he also knows that he's up in this round right now, so he's not taking any unnecessary risk. The burden and the onus is on Canelo to try to close this round out.
Jab gets through for Crawford.
Crawford might want to punctuate this round with something else hard before the end to say, hey, there's distance between you and me. Like that.
That came after Alvarez had landed a pretty significant right hand. 30 seconds to go, round 6.
Because we're starting to enter the area of the fight where what happens starts to shed light on what has happened to that point. And Crawford right now is highlighting that he, in fact, was outboxing Canelo early, and it has started to add up.
Crawford look very comfortable right now.
Important round for Crawford.
As big as the 5th was for Canelo, it was at least that big, if not more, for Crawford in the 6th.
Let's breathe, John. Breathe. Come back.
que estar más activo.
Listen, you have to be more active.
Que no te duerma su pinche llave, total, nomás métete,
But he gets me. You have to connect. He said, whenever you get in that cuerpo, just get to the body. Okay, sir. All right. Get to that body. Let's go.
Canelo had a great 5th round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this 6th round. That shot got Canelo's attention as Crawford's back was against the ropes. It's a good shot from Crawford, and that shot and that exchange allowed him to box the way he wanted to for the remainder of the round.
It wasn't a jab exactly, but it was a similar kind of punch that caught Errol Spence coming in and floored him. Canelo's a much bigger, stronger, and better fighter than Errol Spence.
Stop.
Timing, though, was perfect on that left hand from Bud Crawford, and here we are, round 7.
Canelo's landed early in this round. That's the 3rd shot that Canelo's landed. And you see Crawford testing the waters, trying to go a little bit deeper. Can I stand here? Can I exchange?
He's not backing up from Canelo's power.
Good uppercut by Crawford. Alvarez out of range on the return.
This is a significant statement Crawford is making if it continues this way. Not only is he not backing up from Canelo's power, but he may be doing more damage with his own in these exchanges.
And again, that responsible defense of Bud Crawford on display under 2 minutes here, round 7.
It's a gamble and a negotiation that Crawford is going to have the whole night. How long do I stay in these quarters? How much can I exchange with Canelo? When do I box? And when do I fight and get my respect?
As the great James Toney used to say, you need to bring ass to get ass. and Terence Crawford is bringing ass tonight.
Skipper Kelp, what are you seeing?
Downloaded the data he's been looking for. He looks very comfortable inside right now.
Crawford got off to a good start, largely hasn't looked back. Both fighters landing at a 29% clip, just over the midpoint of this fight. Alvarez closing the distance.
He has him where he wants him. Canelo got him in the corner. But in that exchange, Crawford got at least as good as he gave, at least as good as he got.
Nice shot to the body by Alvarez.
You know Crawford's feeling good because he's staying there longer. He's not allowing Canelo, but when Canelo punches, if he lands or if he blocks it, you see Crawford coming right back. That's a respect thing.
Neither man has really hurt the other man yet. They felt each other, but I haven't seen either guy hurt yet. The question over the back half of this fight is that going to happen for either guy?
And not just that, but we have to watch the conditioning of both guys.
Oh, and that can lead to sometimes those same shots hurting you in the back half.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen. Listen for the bell.
Crawford working off that jab late in round 7.
Good? Hey, you don't gotta get to no firefight with him, okay? You just keep boxing that motherfucker. He gonna get desperate, and you're gonna be able to run him into something, okay? Just keep boxing him. If you stop and you're looking for something, get on the ball of that back foot so your screen can be better, so you can have a little bit more snap when you're punching. Good.
Uno, tírame dos y cabecea.
1, 2, and put your head in it.
Sienta que te lo traes encima, que te trae encima, güey.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you have to make sure that you're up there. Like, we came to win.
Hágalo con
You
inteligencia,
have
con
to do
mucho
it
pinche
hard,
corazón.
and we have a lot of freaking heart, son.
Round 8 of a possible 12 to decide the undisputed super middleweight championship. Crawford and Canelo. Skipper Kelp has Crawford up 6 rounds to 1.
What you see with both of these fighters is one fighter is bigger, not by much, but he's bigger, and he's stronger, but not in the way where he can do whatever he wants to do with Terrence Crawford.
And the resilience of Crawford, his punch resistance at this weight has been impressive, because Canelo has nailed him, and Canelo is a puncher.
But when you boil yourself down, your punch resistance is effective. Thus far, Crawford has taken the big shots from Canelo, the single shots, and even the two-piece that he got hit with very, very well.
And that's the thing, at this level, I mean, everyone's going to get hit.
Yeah.
Can you hit him 2 and 3 times? And Crawford's been the one to do that so far.
And can Alvarez rally if need be? Right, got off to a big lead against Bivol before the latter rallied. Nice shot to the body by Alvarez. 2 minutes to go, round 8.
Crawford acknowledged that body shot.
Quick hands from Bud Crawford, changing levels there. Alvarez with effect to the body.
Crawford's been honest. He shook his head yes when he felt it to the body, said no when he didn't, I guess.
Alvarez trying to get something going again. Good defensive responsibility from Crawford.
Alvarez has done some good work in this round.
Alvarez just a tremendous ambassador for this sport. He has done so much for his fellow fighters, past and present. He is affable, and he just landed a pretty significant right hand there. Under a minute to go, round 8.
These are dangerous punches for Crawford, because Crawford is feeling himself right now, and Alvarez is throwing knockout shots.
Holding on, Terrence. No, let go. Stop. No punch. Straight back. Go.
Crawford trying to get some respect himself. He didn't quite lift Canelo up, but he got him off one leg. He wants to let Canelo know that I'm here too. But to your point, Matt, Crawford has to stay focused, because no matter how easy it may feel in spots, you have to know that Canelo is still pressing forward, and he will always be dangerous as long as this fight is going on.
Ryan Garcia, who's trained with Canelo, told me that Canelo throws everything hard to sell his feints. Because everything's coming hard, you can't guess wrong, so you must respect his feints.
Eight rounds down.
It's interesting right there. The end of that round, Terrence Crawford looked at Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez extended his glove. Terrence Crawford didn't block.
When you stop, you're on that back toe, and you got a little rhythm. You got an upper body movement, okay? All right? Because he's going to come with the wide shit. He's going to come with the wide shit. He go wide, you go to the body like you've been doing. Deep breath. What you got, coach?
All you have to do is what you're doing. When you headbutt, deep breath.
We have to work. We worked a lot. Good counters. You have to keep it close, keep it tight, keep your right guard. And you have to give more combos, more to the body. It's 3, and then you have to work on your defense as well. Let's go.
Come on.
Let's get some air.
Yeah, that's interesting. Andre Canelo Alvarez looking for a fist bump between rounds. The no-nonsense Bud Crawford not having it. Here we go, round 9. Oh, and that's a good early land by Crawford.
I think it's more than no nonsense. As Teddy Atlas would always say, Canelo is looking to be friends, and Crawford is not looking to be friends.
Great exchange from Terrence Crawford right there. Canelo's landing, but not like Terrence Crawford in this exchange.
This is furious action.
Crawford circling back to work off of that jab, but everything out of him. Combination here, early round 9.
That opening time.
It's a good right hand for Alvarez, or so it appeared.
Good left hand from Alvarez. Bud Crawford is someone who took gunshots in the head and drove himself to the hospital to get stitched up. as a young professional.
Ooh, good shot.
A little blood isn't going to spook him.
Those may not be knockout shots from Terrence Crawford, but those are respect shots from Terrence Crawford. He's demanding his respect right now.
Sweat flying shots.
Neither of these men have ever officially been knocked down as pros under a minute in round 9.
With not much more than 30 seconds left to go in the 9th round. So far, Bud Crawford has done what he has done in every fight of his career, which is demonstrate, however you have the exact scoring on the cards right now, he has been the better man so far, as he's always been throughout his career. Canelo's going to have to do something.
That right hand will help the Alvarez cause. Under 20 seconds to go, round 9. Crawford looking outstanding with the extra weight, competing at 68 for the first time tonight. 3 to go.
This is a moment where Terrence Crawford stood his ground and got his respect from Canelo Alvarez. That's the range that everybody said he can't fight in. Everybody said that he has to fight the perfect fight and he can't allow Canelo Alvarez to touch his chin at all. He's been hit, he's took it well, and he's given just as much, and in many cases, more than what he's taken in certain spots.
You have to move your hips, you have to get out and come back. You know how to defend yourself. You need to get the guard up. Listen, we have 3 rounds to do this, to blow him up, all right? Listen, you have to strike him really, really hard. Move.
You hear Red? What's the rounds? How many rounds he up? I don't think he up. But hey, you got to finish strong. You got 9 minutes.
You hear the corners. Eddie Reynoso wants something big from Canelo here. He says you have 3 rounds to do this. Crawford's corner believes he's up, but knows he needs to finish strong.
Alvarez corner looking for that power. Also some movement defensively as well. Round 10.
One of the questions I had was how was Terrence Crawford going to move and carry and fight with this extra weight? And thus far, he looks phenomenal. The shape that he's in and his ability to carry that weight. Good right hand from Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, it was.
Canelo, you add a couple shots like that and this whole thing can change quickly. Canelo remains dangerous and is being implored by his corner to pour around.
Good sequence there by Crawford. Nice left hand by Alvarez, immediately answered by Bud.
Good right hand from Canelo.
Crawford said, that's all you got?
Crawford able to block that right hand.
If I'm Canelo's corner, I really don't like what I just saw from Crawford, the little pity pat, because it means he's feeling very comfortable.
The right hand is a shot that Crawford gets hit with a lot along the ropes and moving backwards. Been the money shot for Canelo thus far in this fight.
Yeah, he just landed it again as you said that.
Looked like he threw that right hand where he thought Bud was going to be, and he landed flush.
Not sure why he's not making that adjustment.
Canelo would be served well to punch with Crawford when Crawford goes into those 3-punch combinations.
Good body shot. Single shot. I'd like to see Canelo throw multiple body shots. Single shot from Crawford. Don't know if Canelo just doesn't want to open up that much or if he doesn't feel comfortable in that space throwing both hands, because he'll have Crawford trap and he'll just throw one body shot.
A round like this is where Crawford can make a statement. Last 35 seconds or so, Canelo's done some good work. Can Crawford take the play away from him? Or can Canelo emphasize an effective round so far? And there's Crawford taking that play away.
See Crawford holding up really well physically in these clinch situations. Alvarez presses forward. Crawford not there to be hit.
Did that exchange win Crawford the round? That's a great question.
All right, guys, listen for the bell.
This is the punch that Crawford has been getting hit with all night. He's taking it well, but that's not a punch you want to really give any fighter, especially Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo's also extended the straight right hand. That has landed flush, very clean. And we've seen Crawford start to do the flurries where he's throwing punches at half speed and half strength in order to get a big shot at the end of the combination. And that's the sequence that you don't like, Max.
You have to be strong. Don't let him dance around. It has to be strong.
We're happy to announce a new attendance record for Allegiant Stadium. 70,482 fans in the building. This venue proving great for boxing. Beautiful body shot by Alvarez to begin round 11.
Oh, good uppercut on the inside from Crawford. Both of these guys have that thing that great champions have, where when one tries to take the play away from the other, there's an immediate response.
You can't teach it, you can't coach it, you can't train that. You either have it or you don't.
So far throughout the fight, Skipper Kelch's card reflects what we've been seeing. It's not that Canelo hasn't responded, it's that Crawford's responses have been a little better.
Skipper Kelch, go ahead.
I just think that Crawford is answering the bell. Whenever Canelo does something, Crawford one-ups him.
And again, a nice short left hand by Crawford after he had landed an uppercut prior.
I thought I saw Canelo wobble a little bit from one of those uppercuts on the inside.
Ooh. That's the negotiation that I talked about earlier that Crawford has to continue to make with himself. He won that negotiation right there.
Can't get too comfortable, though. You can see he's feeling very comfortable on offense, and Canelo is still throwing bombs. Crawford, I don't think at this point believes Canelo can hurt him.
I believe that to be true.
Time will tell. Those two look like it hurt. But this is Canelo's best moment of the fight. Can he follow up?
Still a lot of round left. A minute and 30 seconds in this 11th round.
Pinpoint jab from Crawford a moment ago. Ooh. Right hand for Alvarez gets through.
Yeah.
Left hook from Crawford gets through as well.
It's true, but Crawford may be getting a little too comfortable getting hit with some big, clean shots, though he's done most of the hitting this round.
Nice combination by Crawford. The body work got through.
By the way, I know Crawford's the smaller guy moving up, so we're like, let's look at his punch resistance. Canelo Alvarez is in the conversation for the greatest chin in the history of boxing. He's taken some big shots tonight.
Alvarez with a late left hand in round 11. 3 minutes to go.
Hey, listen. Hey, we're going to get desperate this last round. We're going to try to come, too.
Gentlemen, last round we're going to touch gloves at the bell.
But you box smart, okay? You got great foot movement. sometimes hit the feint with a 2-1 or a 1-2. You boxing great. Keep touching him off the double, okay? You can't do shit off that double.
You have to keep close, very tight. Just take a bit, just go for him. Listen, get some air. Get some air. This is with all your power you got. You have to move your hips very close and tight. It just is one low, one high. Very close and just go.
So we do have the same set of judges that did judge that Mario Barrios-Manny Pacquiao fight that ended in a 12-round majority draw back in July. Tim Cheatham and Steve Weisfield had it 114-114. Max DeLuca 115-113 to Barrios. We'll see if we get to the cards tonight.
Steve Weisfield is as good a judge as I've ever observed throughout my years in boxing. I believe, guys, either Canelo Alvarez does something dramatic here, or Bud Crawford becomes the first ever lightweight champion, real champion, Ring Magazine, lineal, whatever you want to call it, to become super middleweight champions and also conquer other divisions along the way.
I agree with that, Max. You have to feel that it's discouraging for Canelo to land those kind of shots throughout the course of this fight and not get the reaction that most thought he was going to get. Probably he thought he was going to get.
This has been a masterful performance from Terence Crawford.
And adding to it with that left hand.
Do you think Crawford gets greedy here, Trey? And would that be a mistake?
I don't know if it's greedy. I think he's earned the right based on setting the table the way that he has to eat right now. It's the 12th round.
Yeah,
he doesn't know how this fight is being scored.
Right.
He's not a civilian. He's a prize fighter, and this is what prize fighters do.
Billy Conn, in 1941, had Joe Louis beat for the heavyweight title. Went for a knockout in the 13th round. It was counted out himself with 1 second to go.
Right hand gets through for Alvarez. Crawford seemingly having a hard time holding back the smile. 1 minute to go.
Still trying to land something big before it's over, but Crawford won't allow it.
He's knocking Canelo off balance with those upper shots, the uppercuts. But is he hurting him with them, do you think, Andre?
Well, I think he's getting his respect. That's what I think. Enough to do what he's doing right now.
Right, Canelo's walking away, and
that's all you need to see right there. He's getting the respect that he wanted. Canelo's going to fight. He's a warrior. He's a champion, a great, proud champion. But Crawford got what he wanted, which was his respect.
Well, he felt like if he could get this fight, he could produce a performance that would earn the respect. Down the stretch we come. And there's the final horn. Terence Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez go the distance.
guys, we know what we just saw. Bud Crawford just beat Canelo Alvarez. Let's see if the judges agree.
And when Bud Crawford heard the superlatives all week about how powerful or big Canelo Alvarez was, he and Brian McIntyre responded in kind every time. He ain't fought us yet. And indeed, he had not. And Bud Crawford, who turns 38 later this month, looked in prime form tonight against Canelo Alvarez. Official decision on the other side as we roll onward from Vegas.
They said it was a fever dream.
Back inside Allegiant Stadium, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez go the distance. Most of Bud Crawford's boxing contemporaries picked him to win this fight. They felt as though he had more ways to win. Certainly from our vantage point, he did enough to move to 42-0 and assert himself undeniably as one of the greatest of all time.
You did that shit, Bud! You did that shit, Bud!
Now we await the official scorecards. now for the official decision. One final time tonight. Here is Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Steve Weisfeld scores at 116 to 112. Max DeLuca and Tim Cheatham both have it 115 to 113 to the winner by unanimous decision, the Fighting Pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA.